Let's do some first turns. What the Sigma? This is the MGC3 Beta, YJ's newest flagship 3x3 cube. And apparently a lot of people say it's pretty good, so that's what I'm here to check out today. Okay, so the packaging looks pretty nice. You can see MGC3 Beta all over the cube. Let's open it up. Okay, we've got this card with all the specifications over here. So this version's actually the maxed out one, apparently, which should be the maglev and UV coated version. So that's pretty exciting. And in the box, you have the wrapped up cube and what appear to be the edge pieces. Well, not the edge pieces. I think these are meant to be for the edge stocks for the cube, so you can customize how strong or weak you want the magnets. And apparently this is technically a prototype, so there should be an additional screwdriver in this box as well, but there's not one in here right now. It's just an instructional pamphlet with all of the MGC3 Beta Sur-Up tutorial. Very useful. And as always, I hope you can read Chinese. Come back, JPEM, please. Okay, also don't be too confused by the name. Although the cube's called the MGC3 Beta, it's not actually a beta prototype. This should be the actual thing itself. That's just the name. What does... I'm pretty surprised. Like, this is really good. The last MGC cube I had the chance to try, and I think it might have been the last MGC cube to come out, should have been the... Oh yeah, it was the MGC Evo 3x3, and a lot of people said it wasn't a very good cube. I tried out the cube myself, but the big problem with that cube was its performance. It couldn't corner cut well, and it was just a locky mess, so... Just based off of first turns, this feels really nice right now. It still feels surprisingly blocky, which maybe shouldn't be that surprising, but this feels like it has some heft to it, which, I don't know, some people prefer, including myself. Yeah, right now it's pretty fast, but it is out of the box, and I think this should be maglev. Let's take a look at the tensioning system. It reminds me a lot of the old Moyu system. I know they updated this recently, but it's kind of the same thing as the old Moyu one, where you have a spring tensioning system and just the screw in the middle. Which I don't think is a bad thing, but it's a bit lacking considering that the system has been in use for quite a long time now. Like, even Moyu has moved on. So this is the Weilong V10 that was released by Moyu last year, I think. Yeah, it's kind of different. So you can tell that this one's the MGC. It has just a screwdriver for the actual tensions and tightness itself. Moyu has a different system from the green thing and the white thing inside. Well, I believe the spring tensioning system should be the orange one. Also, something I should show you is that these center caps are really strange. Like, they have holes on the side. I don't think they're used to help you open it up any better. I guess it's just a design thing. So you have this screwdriver and this tensioning system. Can you tension this by hand? I don't know. Oh wait, I think you can. Yeah. So this doesn't come with a spring tensioning tool because of that. Okay, so the way that you're meant to tension this with your hand is that there's a little bit of a groove on both sides and you're just meant to push that with your finger. And when you're reading the tensioning setting, you just have to look at these side prongs and look at the number they correspond to. Alright, so it looks like inside we have a core mag system, but something interesting is that while the corners have these magnets as per usual, it seems like the edges also have another form of magnets, so I'm guessing that these magnets are meant to be attracted to the magnets in the core, while the ones in these edges are meant to repel from the core. So it's kind of similar to the GAN 15, which I reviewed in another video. So it looks like these red pieces that came in the box should be used to replace these edge magnet pieces. The instructions seem to say that you're supposed to use a screwdriver and just pry it out, so I'll give that a try. Okay. Oh! You're meant to put it in, I'm guessing, just like that. Should it snap? Okay. I don't know, it feels like it's a bit labor intensive if you were to go into each one of these 12 edge pieces and remove these stalks one by one just to change the magnet strength. So I don't know, it's a bit disappointing that you can't just directly change the P strength of this magnet, but I think it's nice that YJ did give some options to change the magnet strength itself. I don't think there's a problem with the magnet strength as it is, so as of now, I wouldn't recommend that you go and change all of these stalks. But so to recap, when you're changing these stalk magnets, take this stalk, you have to take this screwdriver and push it out like that. And hopefully it doesn't go flying all over the place. And when you're putting it back in, you just have this stop, you align it to the stalk magnet, and you press it. And it should click like that. Alright. First impressions are pretty good at the moment. I don't think there's much else I have to say about the MGC3 beta. So off camera, I'll go set it up, tension it a bit, lube it, and I'll let you know my thoughts. But before I do that, it's a bit cold right now, so I'll change into a jacket. Give me a moment. Oh yeah, that's way warmer now. Hi again. You envious of my jacket? No? Oh, well, you're talking about this logo then? Oh yeah, this is Daily Puzzles, the sponsor of today's video. So if you see any old Tingman videos, you would know about Daily Puzzles. They used to be an Australian cubing company, but if you've been following some of the news, you do know that unfortunately they had to be shut down pretty recently due to financial constraints. But in some other good news, Mofunland, a Singaporean cubing store, has actually acquired Daily Puzzles and they're now getting relaunched. And pretty recently, they've actually stocked up on the MGC3 beta. So if I end up giving this cube a good review and if you by chance want to get it, Daily Puzzles is one of the best places you can do so. You'd not only be able to support our Singaporean cubing scene and also me as a creator, but you'd get some pretty nice and affordable cubes as well. And if you want to get a further discount on that, you can just use code TECH or TECH at checkout for a sweet discount. So thank you Daily Puzzles for sponsoring this video. I'll actually go and set this up for real now. See you. Okay, so I've had this cube for about 2 hours now. What I did was that I tightened it by one whole screw turn on each side. I also set the spring compression to setting 7 out of setting 9. I did a bunch of 50k and angstrom to just slow it down to make it more stable. And the result is this nice and crunchy feeling that feels pretty stable while still maintaining some level of flexibility. When I was cubing with it though, I did encounter a bunch of minor performance issues, like it locked up and in a bit of strange places when I was turning, but maybe that's because I was turning a bit more aggressively, and when I tried to relax my turning style, it basically had no sort of issues whatsoever. But I still wouldn't consider this, the best performing cubes. It's still pretty good though. It's just not right at that tier of Weilong V10, Tornado V4, that sort of level. But if you're into crunchier cubes and you are less reliant on corner cutting and you like the stability of cubes nowadays, do give the YJ MGC3 beta a try. It's definitely not a bad cube and it feels really unique, which I think is definitely something a new flagship should have nowadays. It should offer some sort of unique value to it. So that's about it for this review. Hope you enjoyed watching it, and I'll see you next time. If you want to watch a video where I got Yiheng to sign my banana, which was a little bit embarrassing and was quite a long time ago, click right here. Alright, bye.